Locate the biohazard container. Good work. The biohazard container has been located. Seconds before insertion. 5 seconds to insertion. Proceed to biohazard container location.
Time to go.
Brace door. Stop.
Cover me! Reloading!
Reach up.
Op 4 last stop standing.
Charge prime.
One friendly operator remaining. Secure the biohazard container. Op 4 eliminated. Friendly mission successful. Secure the room. We need to protect the biohazard container. located the biohazard container.
Loading new magazine.
10 seconds remaining. Down to 5 seconds.
Planting toxin.
Op 4 drone has located the biohazard container.
너무 조용하군. 오케이.
That burned ruin of what used to be Anakin
Op 4
Skywalker.
securing the biohazard
Palpatine gave
container.
his apprentice everything he needed to function, but nothing more, and wanted him to reflect outward the monster that
Prevent
he had
further
become
access to
when
the
he
biohazard
pledged himself
container.
to the Sith. Palpatine knew that the more Vader suffered and grew to hate himself
Protect the
and even his
biohazard
master, the more powerful he would become. By denying Vader this surgery, as well as any type of drug during his reconstruction, he knew that he was actually making him far stronger, and that eventually Vader would feel the true might of the dark side of the Force through his suffering. I know this video was short, but I wanted to touch on the fact that Vader could have actually had part of his face saved by
Friendly
medical
victorious.
droids, but
Hostiles
his
eliminated.
master denied him of even this, and wanted him to be as grotesque and disfigured as possible. But leave your thoughts on this in the comments down below, and did you know that Vader was actually denied facial reconstructive surgery during his reconstruction as a cyborg? Again, don't forget to enter the lightsaber giveaway. All you have to do is like the video, subscribe with notifications on, and tell me below what lightsaber is your favorite. If you would like to interact with me directly, the best place to do so is on my Twitter page, @StupendousWave. If you have a Star Wars topic that you would like to see addressed in a future video, put #suggestion in the YouTube comments below. If you're a fan of what we try to do here at Stupendous Wave, consider donating to our Patreon. What this does is directly helps us to improve the quality and frequency of our content.
You need to locate the biohazard container. Well done. Biohazard container located. Seconds to go. 5 seconds before insertion. Biohazard container located. Proceed to its location.
There's one out there.
Enter the biohazard container. Hostile activity. Resume securing the container once the threat is neutralized.
Loading concussion.
Getting charged. Watch out.
Charge ready. Breach charge set.
That was unfortunate.
Breach out.
Drone is ready.
Friendly, last operator standing.
Content. The link to donate will be in the description below. As always, thank you guys so
Op 4 last stop standing.
Cab's big coming up behind you.
All friendlies have been eliminated.
If you would like to win a Force FX lightsaber of your choosing, all you have to do is like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel with notifications on, and tell me below what lightsaber is your favorite. In many respects, the Sith hopeful Galen Marek, codenamed Starkiller, was trained in the opposite way that a Jedi Knight would be. A Jedi always uses the Force for knowledge and defense, never for attack, and the Jedi philosophy preaches that the Force is to be used in ways to benefit others, and never take or desire more than is already freely given and is essential. Starkiller, on the other hand, was trained as a very young boy purely to rely on the combative gifts of the Force, specifically the dark side of the Force, and of course, because this is what the young boy focused on, this is where he excelled. Starkiller was trained specifically to be a weapon for Darth Vader, and therefore, the greater mysteries of the Force meant very little to him, and he sometimes experienced difficulty using light side abilities. In contrast, however, when it came to using the Force to fight or destroy, Galen Marek truly excelled. For decades, the young Galen trained in lightsaber combat, as well as grew to be self-taught in many dark side abilities only Sith Masters ever come close to implementing in combat. Abilities that took decades to master, Galen Marek used seamlessly. At the age of 17, Galen Marek had grown as skilled in Force Lightning as a full-fledged Sith Master, simply because he was not burdened with the trials of learning of the non-combative gifts of the Force, or governing or learning from anything else. Galen's only true task was to learn how to use the Force to destroy the enemies of his masters, and therefore he excelled in this. Because Galen had this advantage,
말보다는 행동이지.
New feed activated.
IQ's in the garage. She has about 5 HP.
Where at exactly?
She was right by the pillar in the middle of the garage.
Op 4, last operator standing.
Outside yellow door.
Yep.
He often toyed with his already developed abilities in the dark side of the Force, specifically with Force Lightning, to the point where he developed an ability that he is the only one we have ever seen utilized. This ability was extremely dangerous, not only to those around Galen, but could also prove deadly to Galen himself if he used it incorrectly, even in the slightest bit. Galen called this ability Sith Seeker. What the power entailed was conjuring Force Lightning between one's hands, and then forming a ball of energy using it. The practitioner would then slowly increase the power that was being produced as the Force energies grew more and more unstable. The utilizer would continue to push the Force Lightning to the
15
point where
seconds
they
left.
actually began to lose control of the ability, and would then release all of the
10
built up
seconds
Force
left.
powers outwards in the general direction of a group of enemies. What would result was a massive explosion of unstable Force energy.
Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
What made the ability so dangerous and forbidden was the fact that it involved someone pushing the Force beyond the limits of their own control, as the literal point was to create such a power that even the utilizer could not withstand it. Galen himself explained that Sith Seeker was to only be used as a last resort. In nearly all cases, the power was extremely effective against those it was used against, but if the lightning was not released at the correct moment exactly, it could spell disaster for one that used it. As was explained, even the individual who conjured the power lost all control of it once the Force energies were released, and if they were not extremely careful, they themselves could fall victim to the power that they generated. In layman's terms, this ability was of high risk but high reward, as it was nearly impossible to counter and could decimate entire groups of enemies. On the other hand though, if miscalculated, it could spell utter disaster for the one that conjured it. But that was the forbidden dark side ability that Galen Merrick or Starkiller used, which he called Sith Seeker. Again, Starkiller said that this ability was only to be used as a last resort, as it was extremely dangerous. Perhaps this was the most powerful dark side ability that Starkiller ever used, as other Sith Lords deemed it too dangerous. But leave your thoughts on this forbidden Force ability in the comments down below. And before this video, did you know about Sith Seeker? Again, don't forget to enter the lightsaber giveaway. All you have to do is like the video, subscribe with notifications on, and tell me below what your favorite lightsaber is. If you would like to interact with me directly, the best place to do so is on my Twitter page, @StupendousWave, link will be below as well. If you have any video topics that you would like to see explored in depth on the channel, please put #suggestion in the YouTube comments down below. Anyway guys, I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos. May the Force be with you, and have a great day. If you haven't already, consider following me on Twitter @StupendousWave to join in the constant Star Wars discussion with myself and other fans of the franchise. Force lightning over the generations has become a favorite ability of the Sith Order, with such notable practitioners as Darth Bane and Darth Sidious capable of completely disintegrating subjects if they dispelled their lightning at full strength. Even some Jedi have recognized the usefulness of the ability, attempting to master it and use it for the ways of the light side of the Force. Interestingly though, there are variants of the ability that only a select few Force users are capable of conjuring, and their power may prove to be greater than any other forms of Force. Today we finally got the full trailer for Solo: A Star Wars Story, which is set to premiere on the 25th of May. There's a ton of new stuff we will be breaking down, and everything I spotted in the trailer and attempt to explain a few moments that seem to have fans a little confused, such as the fine-looking Wookiee Chewbacca shares a moment with. With introductions out of the way, let's begin with my breakdown of the new Solo trailer. In the trailer, it was revealed that Chewbacca is 190 years old, which would put him at approximately 234 years old as of The Last Jedi. To start, the whole beginning of the trailer seems to take place on the home planet of Han Solo, that being Corellia, with an Imperial Star Destroyer being constructed above the planet, as we get a look at how the Empire actually produces some of its many ships. Here, Han seems to be walking into the location where he will meet Lando, a smuggler that can get Han into the smuggling business and get him a ship. When we see Lando, he is playing what looks to be a gambling game, Sabacc. It is explained in the visual guide for The Last Jedi that Han actually ends up winning the Millennium Falcon from Lando in an offshoot of this very game called Corellian Spike. What we see here in the trailers could be Han Solo winning the Millennium Falcon from Lando. Ultimately, Han ends up
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds to insertion. The diffuser is now secured. You found a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Garage looks clear. Doc just, or Rook, just blew in between sites.
Ready to breach.
Yes.
Drop the diffuser.
Oh, that's nice.
Down to one friendly.
Smoke's inside
I never let you
room.
die. It's not my fault. Oh, it wasn't. Thought it was.
Nice Rook.
Get the Rook armor.
Get the Rook armor, baby. The Rook.
No, get it, pick it up yourself.
Kill it with fire.
You gotta go in.
Yeah, my dude.
You have 20 seconds. You're not gonna make it. Go now. Rush him.
15 seconds remaining. 10 seconds remaining. All friendlies have been eliminated.
Winning the game using the golden dice that we see in The Last Jedi and that we also glimpsed briefly in the previous Solo trailer. The woman that we see Han Solo with at the gangster party is named Kira, being played by Emilia Clarke. Kira is someone who also grew up in the slums of Corellia, which is how Han knows her. Here, it is obvious that Han Solo is very impressed how far she's come in the galaxy. She is now supposedly a smuggler that works closely with Woody Harrelson's character. In addition to this, she is supposedly the main villain of the film, despite the gangster being played by Paul Bettany being the villain portrayed in the trailer. Apparently, towards the end of the film,
Secure the bombs.
Can we impact the wall right here?
Now you see me. Now you don't.
10 seconds to insertion.
Thank you.
No problem.
5 seconds to insertion. Bomb location secured.
Sorry. Sorry that I hurt you with the goo mine.
You're fine.
Securing door.
Throwing them out windows and shit.
New feet up.
I think I missed my truck with that throw out there.
They have a blitz.
Camera activated.
Blitz
Op
is
4
by the front
located a
window.
bomb. Protect it.
They have the room across from A.
Op 4, last operator standing. You have entered an enemy-controlled area. Leave now. One friendly operator remaining.
Sledger's in that office.
Op 4 has
He has a
located
shotgun.
bomb. You know what to do. Mission failed. All friendlies have been neutralized.
Kira will be revealed as the true antagonist. We also get a new look at the Marauder Enfys Nest, which is the leader of the Cloud Gang, as well as another female villain in the Star Wars mythos. It has been reported that Enfy will not have a huge role in the film, but that she is involved in the heist scene on the snow planet that we see the crew that Han is mixed up with, as well as the Empire is involved in this trailer. As well in this scene, we get a good look at the new Imperial Range Troopers, which are troopers that are in planets in the Outer Rim that the Empire has deemed valuable. Back to Enfy though, it has been explained that if this film is successful, they plan to potentially make 2 more solo films with Enfy as the main villain. This means that in this first movie, she is there only for setup to play a larger role in the coming movies. Next up, we get to see Han with his new crew, as we see the origins of Han Solo's iconic blaster in the form of the DL-44 heavy blaster pistol. We see here that he is gifted the weapon from the smuggler Woody Harrelson that actually gets him into the smuggling business, as he uses both Han and Chewie for this job. We then learn the reason the crew, including Kira, is seeking out Lando is that they are looking for a ship. But more than this, a very